Hey everybody, welcome to the workout. So let's get started. I know you're itching to get into it, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. So you'll know all of the exercises we've been doing. There's nothing really new. I just changed up the format just a little bit. So let's start with the warm-up, and it's just the usual stuff and not the usual stuff. So let's just take our arms up. So instead of the normal swinging, we'll go up, down, and up. So as you're doing it, get a little bit of a hunch, a little bit of an extension. So we're warming up the front, the back, the shoulders, the chest. We're just warming up a little bit, so just go nice and easy. You can fast forward to this if you're already warmed up, or you can just do it a little bit more intense. We're just gonna go nice and easy. Don't throw your arms. You wanna pause and down, pause and down. So you feel a nice little gentle stretch. Get those shoulders warmed up, the chest. All right, so let's rest those arms. We're gonna do open step to a crane. So we'll open step, come on up to a crane, right into an open step, and then come on up, down and up. If when you step down, you're a little bit off kilter, don't worry about it. We're just warming up the hips, the knees, the core. A lot of balancing, a lot of controlling on that one leg. All right, so let's switch it. Let's go to the other side. Switch, and come on up, down and up. Remember, pause for about half a second or so at the top. Got to work on that stability of the leg you're standing on. Or we're just warming up, so it's just nice and easy. All right, so we're gonna take a forward step. We're just gonna go into an overhead reach. So just step and reach, and then come back, step and reach. So when you're stepping, try and push the hip a little bit forward so you get a little warm up to the front of the hip. Get the arms up as high as you can. Just trying to open everything up from the knees to the chest, all the way to the fingertips. Do a couple more here. All right, so moving along. Now we'll do our side to side with the low to high reach. So take it down low, rotate up, down, and stand back up again. Let's do a few of these. Remember, because you're warming up, you can rest your arm. Take it nice and easy. Nice gentle rotation, especially if you're doing this one first thing in the morning. Gotta slowly warm up those muscles through the spine. Warm up is definitely more important first thing in the morning, as well as that full glass of water before you do everything. Good pointer there. All right, let's finish on this side here. Okay, so we're gonna take our feet nice and wide. Or we're just gonna go nice and big. All the way up, all the way down. Make sure that you're taking your legs to a side lunge, sliding across the bottom, and then coming it back up to the top again. Let's do that again. All the way down around to the top. And let's reverse it. Sliding across. Getting as much movement as you can through the torso. And really warm up that core. Warm up in that lower back. Do one more big one. All right, so now get back to that upper body. We're gonna do a walkout, do a Hindu push-up. So this walkout, we're gonna do 3 Hindu push-ups. So just a nice easy walkout. So full high plank Hindu push-up. Take your hips down and then up. Nice gentle warm up. Don't try to go to full hard extension. It's a nice easy dynamic move. Go for 3. All right, let's come on up. We're gonna do the falling matrix, the back paddle. All right, so just pretend you've seen the movie The Matrix. You're on the top of the building. They're shooting at you. Your hips are moving, your shoulders are moving. Push your hips forward as you go back. Try to go back as far as you can. You're gonna feel this in your quads. If you feel this in your lower back, squeeze your glutes a little bit more and make sure that your belly is nice and tight. Rotating, getting that reach. And let's reverse it. Let's come all the way up. Still getting as much movement through the arms. And now let's fold forward. Folding at the hips, rounding, continuing with the shoulder movement. Come all the way back up. Let's go right back to one more here. Squeeze your bum, push the hips forward, bending the knees, looking up at the ceiling. And let's come back one more time all the way down to the floor. Rotating those arms, folding at the hips. And slowly come on up. Excellent. So, as a bit of a warm up there. Now, just like usual, if you want to take the next couple of sets here as a bit more of a warm up, by all means, go right ahead. Make sure you're thoroughly warmed up before you start really pushing it. So this first set, I don't know if you can see it, but we're gonna do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. There's 9 exercises. We're gonna take, and we're gonna do, well, basically the planes of motion. I'll just quickly run through the exercises. You've done them all before. So squats, we're going close, so hips, feet about hip width apart. We're just going straight up and down. Then we're gonna go to an overhead reach. So we're gonna go legs, pulling, pushing, legs, pulling, pushing. 3 different exercises, 3 rows. It's a trifecta of fun. All right, so after we do the close grip, we're gonna go to a raise. So use your strap, either your towel, a strap. My strap is not there. Oh, never mind. Anyway, pull, overhead reach, and then down. Overhead reach, and then down. And then we're going to a close grip push-up. Remember, your hands are gonna be close, elbows into your side. Now, it modifies. Just make sure you're in a nice straight line. Just push. All right, squatting. We'll go wide. So just take it nice and wide. Don't think of it as a sumo squat. Just take your feet nice and wide as you can. And it's just up and down. And then piston row. So whether you're using bands, dumbbells, whatever, it's easiest with the dumbbell because you're just doing this. Now remember, if you are using a band, more benefit if you take your band and stick it underneath your foot and do the same movement. That way you're getting constant tension, and make sure your arm is nice and straight from the elbow straight through the wrist, right to the floor. And then we'll do an open step push-up. So remember the open step push-up. You're in a high plank. You take your hand out to the side and then do a push-up. So you can do a full, or you can modify, go right to your knees and then go down, come up to the other side and down. Now it's only 20 seconds each one, so it's not really that hard, right? Right. So we're going leg, pull, push, all the way through, non-stop. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Starting with squats, feet about hip width apart, and here we go. Squat it out. Now if you want, this is a perfect opportunity. Grab some resistance. You can hold it here at your collarbone, or you can hold it at your side, whatever you choose. You can hold 1, or you can hold 2. All right, 10-second break. We're going to overhead reach. So, I'm looking around. I had my strap. Don't know what I did with it. Anyway, down and reach up. So remember with this, the exercise strap, pull apart. So you have that tension, down and up. Excellent. Keep that tension. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going for the close grip push-up. So remember, hands are in close. Those shoulder width apart. And you're just coming down so your elbows are close to your ribs and push it up. Now you will notice you're gonna hit the shoulders and the arms a little bit more on this one than in a wide push-up. All right, going back to the legs, we're going wide. So take your feet nice and wide. Just make sure when your knees are traveling out, your feet and your knees are in the same alignment. So just squat down as far as you can. Try to keep the back straight. Again, you can hold on to weights. Either hang it or hold it up here, your collarbone. It's up to you. All right, piston row. So I'm just gonna use dumbbells because I have them right in front of me. You can use bands, remember, underneath your foot or against the wall. And let's start pumping it out. Let's make sure your back is straight and your forearm, if you were to drop the weight, it's gonna travel straight down. So you straight line from your elbow, wrist to the floor at the top. Here we go, 5 seconds. All right, now we'll go to a wide push-up. So hands are almost uncomfortably wide. Whatever your normal level of push-up is, go a little bit wider. Now you're gonna notice when you're doing that, your shoulder blades are gonna squeeze in a little bit. Try to really avoid that from happening by keeping your elbows out. All right, come on up. Now we're back to the legs. Oh, I forgot to say, we're doing bowler's lunge. So you're going off to the side and up. So take your right foot off to the side, left foot off to the side and up. We'll get a little bit of rotation. We're close, we're wide, and now we're rotating. Down as low as you can. And I guess I forgot this one too. Man, okay, rowboat. So, we're down, pull apart on your strap, bring it up, reach, and down. Looks like we're rowing a boat. And I just kicked off one of my AirPods. Shows you how intense I'm working. Let's reverse it. Let's go the other way. Got to back it up once in a while. Keep that tension. All right, and relax. Okay, we're going to open step push-up. So you're close. Take your hand out to the side. Rotate down. And come on up. Rotate down. And come on up. Excellent. All right, and rest. We're gonna take a break from this. That was more of an extended warm-up. Now we're gonna get into the the holiday portion of the workout. I'm gonna change the rounds to make sure we have plenty of time. 35 rounds, and yes, it's the word holiday. So we're doing high knee, offset row. So with your band, come up. So it's the same here, except one elbow's high, one elbow's low. So offset how you're pulling back. So we're gonna do a lunge, a rear lunge. So yes, it's just straight back and up, okay? Then an incline push-up. Normally I call it a tense push-up, but the word holiday doesn't have the T in it. So you're in a high plank, take your bum in the air, and then take your forehead to the floor, and then push back to the wall behind you. Make sure you're focusing on pushing it back to the wall, not anywhere else. That way, you don't get the chest, you get the shoulders. All right, then we're gonna do duck and unders. So it's just like this. And then we're doing archers. The archer will be done twice. So hold your arm out, pull back and rotate. Pull back and rotate. Now, if you are using dumbbells, you can pull back and rotate up. You're just getting that rotation. Lead with the elbow. Make sure that elbow goes way up high in the air, not behind you. And then we're gonna rest and then do the other arm. And then we're gonna finish with the Y, with a Yahoo! Remember, it's just this. All right, so we're gonna go nonstop. After every round, I'm dropping off the last exercise. So, starting with high knees. And here we go. So you can run it, you can walk it. I can tell if you're running. There's a feedback in the video on how high your knees go. But if you do have to modify, and walk. All right, grab your band or your dumbbell. Now, if your band is actually attached to the wall, so I know some of you have that, you can still do it here. One arm up, one arm down, and alternate. One elbow goes down almost to the rib cage, and the other elbow goes up about shoulder level. Still focusing on the shoulder blades. All right, let's rest. Now with the lunges, I forgot to mention this before, just the left side, and then just the right. So left side back, and then up. Left side back, and up. Left leg is moving, Right leg stays still. If you by accident are alternating, you just get to do 2 rounds of alternating rear lunge. All right, rest. We'll be standing on the left leg. Right leg is moving. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back you go. And make sure most of your weight is on that front leg. That's what makes it a rear lunge, not a rear step. Every time you change something small, you still got to change the name. It gets confusing. All right, let's get back to the upper body. Incline push-ups. Going into your high plank position. Stick your hips up nice and high. Remember, aim between your thumbs. The forehead between your thumbs and push back towards the wall behind you. Now you can do it one leg in the air. Add a little bit more resistance. Makes it a little bit more fun. Almost like a 10 push-up with a scorpion. Not exactly what you want on your hand, but that's all right. Just an exercise. All right, come on up. Duck and under. Air conditioning's not working too well. Off we go. Underneath. Underneath. Never give yourself that push. Work that leg. Your leg's gonna get a rest on the next test, the next exercise. So don't worry about it. All right, archer. Taking the one strap, holding it out. Either strap or exercise band, pull and rotate. Make sure, even if you're using a strap, slight tension, pull and rotate, so there's always tension on those muscles. Again, this can be done with your dumbbell, but if you have access to your strap or your band, a little better, just because of the tension on the other side for the stabilizing. All right, so we're going to the other arm. Stabilize with the right, pull, rotate to the left. So it looks like a bow and arrow. Your archer shooting off. Elbow, wrist, band, all in a straight line. All right, finish on that one. We're going to the Yahoo! All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yahoo! Yahoo! You guys can say that as loud as you want. You don't even have to be muted. Just sing it. Remember your modifications. If you have to just step, that's all right. Or even just bounce, as long as you're moving. All right, so let's drop off those Yahoos. We're going to the high knee. We're going non-stop all the way through. Okay, here it is. Get those knees. All right, and rest. I really hope the music and everything is okay for volume. I didn't have anybody to ask, so offset row. Taking your bands, even your dumbbells, just change the angle of where your elbow goes. Your elbow only needs to go to your shoulder. It doesn't have to go above the shoulder. Just enough to have those shoulder blades move around a little bit. Okay, rest. Now we're gonna move that left leg on the right leg. Plant it and go. There we go. We're trying to go down as far as you can, much weight as possible on that front leg. If you have to modify, just modify, don't worry about it. I have to modify a little bit. All right, rest. Remember to stay hydrated. On the left leg, moving the right, here it is. If you're a little bit out of balance, take your foot out a little bit wider. You're not going right behind, you're going out to the side a little bit. Gives you more balance, wider base of support. All right, we got incline push-ups coming up. Make sure you're trying to be in as much of a straight line as you can. Those hips up nice and high. Here we go here. Forehead to the floor and then push back to the wall. Let your elbows go out and then push away as hard as you can. Keep those shoulder blades down and back. You want to keep them stacked. That way your scapula is not moving. Building up stability. Building up a nice strong shoulder joint. All right, come on back up. We got the duck and unders. Oh, that 10 seconds is quick on this one. Here we go. I'm not sure what time you guys are doing these workouts at, but when you do the workout, send me the time when you're doing it. Because once September comes around, I normally change things up a little bit, sometimes, not so much this year. We're doing an archer. Oh shoot, sorry, forgot to get the band ready. Archer, left arm straight, right arm pulls. I always try and change things up a little bit after our yearly vacation, last weeks of August. This year we're not changing too much, just the Monday morning class. Okay, rest, then we'll go to the other side. So just remember, the Monday morning class will now be at 6 a.m. For now, I have a client at 7. All right, let's pull. Keep that tension, even when your arms are out here. Have no tension, tension. This has to be a little bit, just enough to squeeze those muscles. Nice pull back, shoulder blades are down. Feel that rotation. All right, now we take those 2 off. So no more archers. We get the duck and unders. That's the last exercise. High knees are coming back into the row. Here we go. That's it. Keep it going. Come on. Keep going as hard as you can. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Okay. Offset row. I'm going to use my dumbbells this time. Body position is the same. Brace the core. Fold it over. One elbow goes close to the side. One elbow goes out to the side. Then down. Still squeezing the shoulder blade. When you're doing your rowing with the dumbbells, don't worry about your hands. Let them go wherever's comfortable. Focus on the shoulder blades. We're doing our rear lunges. We're on the right leg. Get that left leg back. When you're doing certain rowing, it does matter where your wrists are, but when we're doing a class, don't worry about it. Make sure your shoulder blades are squeezing. All right, we're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. All right, we're on our left leg. Let's take that right leg back. Here we go. That's it. Keep it going. Nice. Incline push-ups. Working those shoulders. When you're using that spaghetti strap. I don't wear the spaghetti straps anymore. Too many looks. Now we're trying to take your forehead right to the floor. Controlled descent is emphasized here. And then push back to the wall behind you. That's it. All right, come on up. Duck and unders one last time. And off we go. You guys continue. Can't edit this out. Good turn. My air conditioning stopped for some reason. Apparently it thinks it's cold enough in here. I'm just gonna wait. All right, so duck and unders are gone. We're down to the Holi, H-O-L-I, high knee, offset row, lunge, incline push-ups. High knee, here it is. Even if you're walking it, try and get those knees up. Elbows bent at 90. I want those knees going nice and high. All right, we're doing offset rows. Let me go back to my bands. Keep your back nice and straight. Brace that core. Stack the shoulders. There we go. That's it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Come on. All right, rest. We're getting into our lunges. Right leg stays on the floor. And let's kick that left leg back. Here we go. As low as you can. Focus on bending the hip to get down. The knee will automatically bend. If you can't go all the way down, don't worry about it. Just bend as much as possible to still feel the challenge. If you're not challenged, no benefit for what we're looking at here. All right, on the left leg, here we go. Take that right leg back. Get it out of the way. Almost at the end. All right, incline push-ups one last time. And we drop it off the list. Hands wide, hips high, and forehead to the floor. There it is. Make sure as you're doing it, you're gonna wanna push up to the ceiling because it makes it easier. But we're not here to make it easy. We're here to get benefits. Let's push back to the wall behind you. All right, here we go. We're dropping those off. Just as you start to get tired of them. Getting to high knees, right down to the end. The legs don't want to jump. Right when you start to feel that you can't do any more, come on, let's give it more. That's what that 10-second break is. All right, now you get to rest. I'm doing my dumbbells on the offset row. You guys grab whatever you have handy, holding and rowing. Make sure you get that squeeze at the top and that back is super flat. If you're not sure if your back is flat or not, practice doing this position with your stick or broomstick, hockey stick, closet rod, whatever. All right, finish with that one. Put it behind you and fold. You start to round, you'll feel it. We're doing a lunge. Here it is. Right foot down, stepping back with that left. That's it, nice and smooth, all the way down. Excellent. Switching legs. Stay hydrated. On the left, taking our right leg back. Almost finished. Almost time for core. Holiday workout is almost done. Oh, there's that. All right, only 2 exercises left, meaning 3 rounds. Going back to the high knee. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Come on. Even if you gotta go slower, go slower. But try and keep those knees up high. Getting the knees up to hip level. Gonna hit that quad that's at the top. All right, rest. Offset row one last time. I'm gonna use a band and pull, pull. So the movement's the same. Band is still straight across the body. One arm is high, one arm is low. The way your scapula is moving around, we're getting some different benefit in there. All right, rest it. Final round. High knees coming up. This is it. Last round. We got core after this, so put everything you got into this last one. Come on. That's it. 7 seconds. Come on. Keep going. All right. Woo. Done. All right, so getting into the core. We're still doing the same timer. Just not doing a ladder for core, even though I'm sure you guys would want that. You guys are all about the intensity. So we're gonna do superstar fish. So remember, you're down in the Superman position. Then you just explode out with your arms and legs, bring it back in. Obviously you're on the floor. Then we're gonna do thread the needle with an overhead reach. So thread the needle, you're on low plank position. Take on your left, take your right hand down and bring it up. So even if you can't go right underneath, trying to get your shoulder to the floor is the ultimate goal, but at least get your elbow to the floor and then reach up to the ceiling, not behind you. Reach up to the ceiling so you get that huge rotation on the left, and then we switch and go to the right side. And then we do it all again. We're gonna do this 3 times. This should take up about 4.5 minutes. Just in case you're wondering. So if you want to do this randomly throughout the day, it takes 4.5 minutes. Superstar fish. On your belly, get those arms out. They explode up and out, and then back in again. Back in. Superstar fish. You don't have to say that every time, but it is fun. Try and take your knees and your chest off of the floor. Unless you're feeling this in the lower back, then you can just take your arms. Don't worry about the rest of it. All right, so we're going to our elbows. Get my max. So you're on. Let's start with the right. Start with the right, just because I'm over here. Drop the left elbow or the left shoulder and reach up to the ceiling, and then keep going. Your goal is to get the shoulder to the floor. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just move as much as you can. This is a little difficult. All right. Switching arms. I'm just going to switch around this way. You don't have to switch up and down. All right, here we go. Drop that right shoulder and bring the hand pointing to the ceiling. That's all you need to do. You don't have to go all the way behind you. You want that arm to go straight, perpendicular to the floor, all the way up. Almost there. 5 seconds. Come on. Stay tight. All right. Superstar fish. When we're doing the thread the needle, don't worry about what arm you start with. Because if you're starting this way, superstar fish, off you go. When I start this way, I'll be starting on my left. So as long as you get them both done, that's what matters. Extend, float out to the side, lifting the knees and chest. Feel this in the shoulder blades, feel this in the glutes. All right, bring a rotation, low plank on one elbow. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Drop and reach. Your feet, let your feet do whatever they're going to do to keep you moving. You can keep them flat, you can keep them up. Doesn't matter. You may feel a little different if you're doing this barefoot like I am, or if you have shoes on. And rest. Let's go to the other side. I like doing a lot of this these workouts barefoot because it gives your feet a lot of stimulation, builds up a lot of strength in your feet. So you're on the other side. Three, two, one. All right, we're still going. We're still going. We got super starfish. Again, we got one more round. Here we go. Super starfish. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades a bit. And squeeze those glutes to get those feet out to the side. All right, we're going to thread the needle. This is amazing stretch actually for rotating through the back. Done a little differently when you're doing it as a core exercise. Okay, let's start it up. Let's go. Almost there. Keep pushing, keep pushing. All right, going to the other side, one final round. We switch the page. Okay, here it is. 3, 2, 1. Rotate. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, rest. We got another page of core coming up. I'm gonna change the rounds. I want to accidentally do 35 rounds on you guys. Nine. There it is. All right. I'm just stalling for you guys so you can grab a quick drink. Quick, not really quick drink. All right. So we're going to do this a few times through, and we got a couple of new ones for you. It's the benefit of getting the link to watch these videos. So we're going to do what I call a wrestler throw. So you're going to use some resistance. So you're going to use the dumbbell. I'll just use this 50. It just looks smaller on the video. So you're gonna hold the dumbbell. You're gonna get into a bit of a squat. When I take the dumbbell up and over my right shoulder, I'm gonna step back with my left foot. And then here, other, and then down. So my hips don't move. I take the dumbbell up. I'm squeezing all through the sides, and I'm taking that leg back. Yeah. So similar to a wood chop that you do, but you just go up, back to the hip, up, back to the hip. Now the bonus of using the weight, you're gonna pull to get it up. You're also gonna pull to bring it back. You're getting resistance on both sides. You don't just let, like when you're in here, don't just let gravity take it down. Pull, get the leg up, right? Back to the center, pull, down. All right, then we're gonna do a body saw. You've done that before, you're low plank, rock your body back and forth. But remember to use your feet to do the movement. Arms are just relaxing. Then you're gonna flip over onto your back. We're gonna do it, I just call this a supine wall reach. It's actually a little bit of, got this with the wrestler's throw. This is actually a movement from that too. So you're down in supine, you're gonna take your right hand, plant your right foot, reach with your right hand, and reach as far as you can and come back. Just watch your shirt doesn't ride up. Plant your left, reach with your left. So as you reach, going up onto that opposite shoulder, when you reach, so your hips are gonna come up, you're pushing with this leg to come up. So your glutes are firing on this side, huge stretch and a lot of core. And then switch. I think I'll tuck my shirt for the next round. All right, so we got those three. And we're going through 3 times. Then we're done. So, starting with a wrestler throw. All right, so let's grab that weight. We're in here. Step back with the right, up over the left. Bring it back. Switch, down, switch, So you're throwing it up, throwing it down. Now my arms are staying bent the whole time. So I'm not straining them out. I'm not swinging the weight up. I don't really like saying what I'm not doing, but I wanted to make sure you guys lock yourself in place. All right, body saw, low plank position. Everybody down. Here we go. Now let's rock forward and back. Use your feet. Remember to use your feet, tuck your toes into the floor. Full extension and flexion of the ankle joint. Trying to work on stability strength through that ankle and all through the toes. All right, now we're going on to our wrestler reach. I don't know, call it what you want. We're on our back. I don't really know if it has a name. On the pushing with the left, reach with the left, going up onto your right shoulder, and then switch. Just try and reach as far as you can. Even if you don't use your legs too much, just reach. You're gonna squeeze everything anyway because you're crossing over back and forth. And then you gotta get all the way back up again for the wrestler throw. Just don't throw your weight. And here we go. Wow. Get it in there. That's it. Make sure you're super tight. All right. Whew, that's a good one. Let's do it more often. Body saw. Come on down, everybody. Join me on the floor. And here we go. Full extension, full flexion, those ankles. Now, if anybody knows what the technical term for when I'm fully extending my feet and fully bringing my feet up, if you know the technical term for that, send me a note when you tell me when you did this. Everybody flip around. Come on. And reach. Now again, you can keep both feet on the floor. Just roll up and reach. Or if you want to add to it, push your foot into the floor. Get your hip off the floor. Makes it a little bit more dynamic. A little bit more movement. All right, we got one more round. Then we are done. So come on up. Wrestler throw. Grab that dumbbell and pump it out. Ooh. Remember, those arms are locked. Use that waist to stabilize. Use that rib cage to throw. All right, we are almost done. I just messed up my mat. Okay, body saw. Everybody down. Low plank position. Here we go. Final round of this one. And have a little bit more fun with it. Take your elbows out a little further away from your feet. Adds a little bit more intensity. Okay, we got one final round. This is it. Once we're done this, we just get to stand up and relax for a minute. Okay. Reach. Roll up onto the outside of that arm. Reach. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's good. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Working out at a non-conventional time. Not that any time is non-conventional. This is kind of a silly saying. Whatever time of the day you can get your exercise in, that's the best time of day to work out. When I hear these people saying, morning workouts are best for you, late night workouts are best for you. Well, if late night workout is best for you, but you can't work out at night, work out in the morning. Doesn't matter, as long as you're getting it in. All right, let's take that left leg back. All right, push the heel, flex the hip. Push that hip out to the side and reach up, and then take that right arm out. Remember, when you reach out with that hand, you get more stretch and the oblique and through the hip, just from reaching out. So let's get that in there. Make sure you're in your spot to get the most stretch. All right, relax. Take the arms back, straight arm. Oh, make sure there's nothing in your way. Back. So you find that tight spot, point your fingers behind you, flex that wrist. Or extend it, sorry. Flexing is this. All right, come all the way up. And all the way down. Try to straighten everything out. Straight arm, straight leg. Your back will round, but that's obvious. We gotta get that in there. Round it over, stretch everything out. All right, slowly come on up. Your head's below your hips. We don't want to come up quick. Left foot forward, right heel back. Shove that heel down. Straighten out that leg. Pelvic tilt for the hip. Push the hip out. Raise that right arm high in the sky and let's reach out with that left. Find where you're the tightest and then get into that position. Hold it there. Remember, reach for that left hand. And both arms down and back. Find where you're the tightest across the chest and shoulders and then point the fingers behind you. Breathing deep, breathing relaxed, using everything to breathe. And bring those arms up. Nice easy breath out on the way down. Excellent, all the way down as far as you can. Nice easy stretch. And come on up out of it nice and slow. And there you go. Thank you guys for requesting these extra workouts. And I will see you when I'm done my holidays. Thanks.